African Media Entertainment is a radio broadcaster with a market cap of 505.6 million rand. AME has 5 active brands that include OFM, Algoa FM, United Stations, Empower FM and Radioheads. The broadcaster has a price to earnings ratio 14.4 and pays a dividend of 1.6%. So the OFM, is there a crossover?
Yes, it's jointly held by these two groups. I think they both have 40 or 50%. So that's just how it worked in the license application. Apparently, I think they had to get together.
But
Look, this one had quite an interesting run back in the early part of the century when it owned Golden Gloves. Remember the boxing thing with Rodney Berman, and also big concerts. But it sort of lost those assets along the way. They were taken out. The company basically crashed and went to almost zero. But since then has climbed its way back up with these stakes. Algoa, which is the Port Elizabeth radio station, also in the same niche. So it's kind of moved along, but it's a bit chunky and doesn't trade all that well. And here's the thing.
You can see that from the share price graph.
And it's got some funny shareholders, including the Caxton guys in their individual capacity.
So we're getting almost like the property environment, this cross-holding among different stakeholders. Makes it a murky
Between
water.
Caxton and Prime Media, I think they've been trying to get control of this thing for years.
Chris, your thoughts on African Media Entertainment? Any merit in buying this one if you can get hold of it?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think they do quite a reasonable job. It's a poor trader, as Paul says. If I had to be in something like this, and given the fact that Prime Media is no longer listed, I think I would rather, frankly, be in Kagiso rather than AME.
You'd rather go into?
Kagiso.
Kagiso,
yeah.
if you were given a choice between the two?
Yeah, I saw a media rumor last couple of days suggesting that Prime Media may be thinking about coming back to the market.
Yeah.
Now, they, of course, own Highveld and Radio 702 and stuff like that. And if they were to, that would be quite interesting.
Would it be a good move for them, do you
I think so. I mean, it's always great when we've got more choices on the market, and they're a big player. I would imagine they'd come in at quite a hefty number. And it would give the private equity people at Brait and others that took stakes in there an opportunity to exit.
Hot or not on African Media Entertainment, Chris?
Nope, not hot for me.
Paul?
Yeah, it's quite tempting because that's a great chart, but it's a bit small and a bit chunky and a bit strange trader, and I'm not quite sure what its strategic intent is, so not hot.